Don't laugh. Yes, I'm wearing glasses today because somehow while sleeping my eyeball got cut, and when I try wearing contacts the waterworks will not stop, okay? I know I look silly, I know my eyeballs look tiny, that's because I'm blind as a bat. If you didn't know before, you know now. I wear contacts, okay? Exposed, underdog exposed. But it doesn't matter because today we're covering more Mortal Kombat news, including a new character and their description, and also a brand new character skin. So without any further ado, let's hop right into it because another day means more Mortal Kombat news. So if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 1 news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton, and it may help my eyeball heal faster. Alright, so first up we have Natara. Already, NetherRealm has graced us with the character bio of this recently revealed fighter. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Natara. I think she looks lovely, but that's understandable. She is based on Megan Fox. That's right. For anyone not aware, maybe you missed my latest video or you're brand new to the channel, Megan Fox is the face and voice of Natara in Mortal Kombat 1, which is already a great start, but then on top of that, her costume design is so amazing. Completely different than past games, but I still love it. Anyway, here's her bio, the heroine of Vaeternus. Natara's race of vampires hails from the dark and desolate realm of Vaeternus. To survive, they evolved the ability to feed on the blood of other creatures. The Vaeternians thrived, building a great society, but as their comfort grew, so did their short-sightedness. They overfed on Vaeternus creatures, disrupting the natural order. They now starve as it collapses. It is Natara's solemn obligation to deliver her people from hunger and save her race. Vaeternus must survive. Alright, and there you have it everyone. The vampire realm finally has a name, and I'm wondering if it's named after Vae Victis, the famous line that Cain said in the really old vampire game Blood Omen. Please let me know in the comments section if any of you played the Legacy of Kain video games, because my goodness, they're some of the best games you will ever play. And the main character for most of the games is Cain, and his catchphrase is Vae Victis, which means woe to the conquered. And some may call it a stretch, but I would not be shocked if Vaeternus is named after that phrase, Vae Victis. But I digress. Natara's new origin story sounds incredible, and it makes sense why she would be working alongside Havik and Quan Chi. Oh, that's right, Quan Chi's in the trailer. Did you miss him? He's right here. Like I said many videos ago, Quan Chi does show up in the story mode for Mortal Kombat 1, even though he's not going to be playable until the Combat Pack DLC. I had a lot of people doubting me in the comments section. Well, are you a believer now? Because here he is on screen for like the 4th screenshot. So yeah, Quan Chi is confirmed to be in story mode, and guess what? Shoutouts to the 4th Snake, because he noticed that this scene takes place right before this scene, and we know that because we see the green skull. Who fires green skulls? Your boy Quan Chi. So yeah, the fight between Natara and Ashra likely happens right before this scene where the forest is destroyed and Havik does battle with Ashra. And if you're wondering how the living forest went from this to this, the answer is Quan Chi. I don't know how he did it, but somehow this evil, malignant sorcerer destroyed an entire forest in a matter of seconds. How did he do it? Well, here's my theory. It seems very likely that both Natara and Havik want to merge their realms with Outworld, because like you just heard, Natara's people are starving. They need another source of food. Well, what better than an entire realm like Outworld? It's the perfect buffet for a vampire. I mean, just look at these trailers. Outworld is thriving with tons of people and creatures just ready to be served on a plate and dug into by extended fangs. Yeah, it's very likely that Natara wants to feast on Outworld, not because she's evil, but because her people are actually starving and they need a new food source. That's likely why Natara wants to merge the realms. Now, as for Havik, I have no clue what his motivation is, but I do know he wants to merge the realms because Ashra says this.
Killing one realm to free another is a heinous proposition. One I won't let you fulfill.
Yeah, so from that dialogue alone, it's very obvious that Havik is trying to merge the realms. I'm not sure why, maybe just because it's chaos and it's upsetting the natural order of things. The realms are meant to be separate, now they're merged, that's chaos, it's unintended, it's madness, you get the idea. Havik's motivation could be as simple as that, but when it comes to Ashra, I think she just wants to feed her people and she needs a new source of blood. And one more thing about the recent trailer that is very important to point out is that Ashra and Natara are fighting. That's a big deal deal because believe it or not, in the classic 3D era games, these two fighters had beef. And that's because Ashura was unaware of what her sword actually was. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who did not play the old games, but let's just say Natara knows what that sword is, and it's much more than meets the eye. And I could be wrong, but in the original games, it's implied that Natara defeated Ashura and then explained all of this stuff to her. However, in Mortal Kombat 1, it looks like the opposite is going to happen. Ashura is going to win the fight and therefore keep a hold of the sword, and that's not a good thing. Not only because that sword is dangerous, but also because my girl Natara catched an L. I don't want Natara to lose any fights. I don't want her to be a jobber anymore. We already saw that in the Mortal Kombat 1 live action movie, and I think Natara has suffered enough. She deserves some wins in this video game. In fact, right here, she's chomping down on Garrus, which is crazy. Is Natara stronger than Garrus, or is he just taking a dive? Or could this just be a victory animation when you win a match? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because you all know that I love making these videos interactive. What do you love about Natara, and how do you feel about her new bio and character history in Mortal Kombat 1? For me personally, I'm happy that she's not a generic villain or henchman. She does seem to have a motivation that makes sense for her people, and in their eyes, she's not evil at all. And that's because the ends could justify the means, right? No matter what cruel act Natara does, if it saves her people and stops her entire realm from starving, then of course she's going to be a hero in their eyes. However, when it comes to everyone else, like the innocent victims of Outworld, Natara is going to look quite evil, but that's how it should be. She's like a chaotic neutral. But now it's time for topic number 2, and I did not expect this at all. Your boy Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, appeared on Hot Ones, which is an amazing YouTube channel that needs no introduction. I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video is already a fan of their channel, but in case you're not, they invite celebrities on and have them eat really spicy wings, and the whole time they're asking them interview questions. So it's super fun because as the spices get hotter and hotter, the celebrities being interviewed just start to fall apart and crumble under the intense pain of the spicy food. And once again, Ed Boon himself, the creator of Mortal Kombat 1, appeared on this amazing channel, and they showed some gameplay that had never been seen before. Check it out, baby. We finally have our first look at the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage, and it looks incredible. 100% identical to Bloodsport. It's a 1-for-1 aside from the sash color, which is red instead of yellow, but I believe that's because Johnny Cage had a red sash in the very first Mortal Kombat game. And just look at the face. That is Jean-Claude Van Damme 100%. It's incredible how far face technology has come for video games, right? But here comes the craziest part, because it turns out the rumors were wrong. Every single leak and rumor said the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin would be for the cameo Johnny Cage only, and not for the main playable Johnny Cage. And that rumor made sense because NetherRealm has wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme to be in their games for a long time, but he just never accepted until recently. And the reason everybody thought that is because cameo characters can't be fatality'd, they can't be ripped apart, and that's why Jean-Claude Van Damme was okay with being in Mortal Kombat 1 as long as he's a cameo character, because you can't kill them. But it looks like that theory is right out the window. Throw it in the trash, because as we can see, this is main character Johnny Cage, fully playable character, and even so, he's still rocking the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin, which I think is really cool. I see this as an absolute win. I would have been okay if the Jean skin was only for cameo Johnny Cage, because once again, that theory made sense. I understand why a famous celebrity and actor would not want to see themselves being torn to bits in the most violent manner possible. But now that the costume is finally here and we see it's the fully playable version of Johnny Cage, I could not be more excited, because believe it or not, everyone, Johnny Cage so far is my favorite character to play in Mortal Kombat 1, which is ridiculous because never before have I enjoyed playing this character so much in any past game. But I just can't help it. He's so much fun in Mortal Kombat 1. If you watch my videos, then you've likely noticed how tons of the gameplay is always Johnny Cage and me just having fun doing all the flashy combos, setups, and taunts, all that amazing stuff. If you haven't played the stress test or the beta, make sure to play Johnny Cage when the full game comes out, because he is so much fun. It's ridiculous. However, keep in mind, the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin is not coming out until Combat Pack 1. At least I believe that's the case. If I'm wrong, I'll clarify it on screen with an update. But I'm pretty sure the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin is not coming out when the game first releases. You gotta wait a little bit, but that's okay, because sometimes in life, the best things are worth waiting for. So one last time, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you going to be wearing the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin when you play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 1? Or do you prefer his classic look? Make your voices heard down below, grab that keyboard, because like I keep saying, I really do read every single comment. And like mentioned earlier, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.